evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kitty. I'm an ex-CERN physicist specializing in low-temperature system design and development. All the systems I built and tested are going into the Large Hadron Collider in 2018. But this is what I'm building now. SMILE, Smart Last Mile Vaccine Delivery System for the developing world. According to World Health Organization, 2 to 3 million of children die every year because of vaccine-preventable disease. And there are still 18.7 million of children who are not getting basic vaccinations. This is because existing vaccine carriers, which can only cool vaccines up to only 14 hours, leading 20 to 50% of vaccines become spoiled along the last mile journey. This means approximately $600 million worth of vaccines are wasted each year. Therefore, the WHO is investing $8 billion in order to solve these problems by 2020. Last year, $3 billion was spent on vaccine transportation. And all this money and careful preparation is in vain because of the last mile delivery system like this. This is what typical last mile journey looks like. And this is where the problem begins. The repeated opening and closing of these boxes, along with the ice packs, they actually damage and freeze the vaccines. And this is the key challenge. And it is why I created and developed SMILE. It is portable, lightweight, temperature controlled, reusable, recyclable, and it has everlasting cooling capacity. And the best part is, it has 2 unique features that don't compromise the vaccines. Unfortunately, I can't tell you any more about this because we're patenting it. However, if you're interested, we can get the paperwork sorted and we can start talking. So why is SMILE unique? We have 3 times more storage, even lighter, unlimited cooling with special features, and no vaccine wastage. Even though $500 seems a bit high, but in reality, it is very little compared to the $600 million wasted every year. Plus, you can't put a price on a human life. So we will manufacture SMILE at a cost of $50 and sell it, $80 and sell it at $500 to NGOs. So we have WHO interested in our product and reached out in 2015. I pitched in Geneva, and they offered field testing, which will happen next year. And we delivered an MVP in May, and hopefully we'll have a complete version in November. This is a team composed of myself, Kieran, business developer, Adam, mechanical engineer, and we have advisors from Imperial London, specializing in energy harvesting systems, and David from industry with 15 years of experience in mechanical engineering design, as well as 5 advisors from the WHO. And so we also have support from the port in Switzerland, promoting humanitarian activities, and also from Cambridge. I just want the IP funding from Imperial Innovations, who will be covering the patent cost. And finally, I'd like to thank you all for being here and invite you to join us to help reach every child, however difficult the journey is. And let's spread SMILE across the world. Thank you very much.
Can I just ask, so the $500, how many people does that vaccinate?
So one vaccine, one SMILE would take 80 vaccines. That means so each vaccine vial has 20 doses. That's like 1,600 people.
Got it. And
yes.
The $10 one that you're saying is not working very well. How many does that vaccinate? Is that 26?
So 26 times 20. That's 500. But remember, there's 20 to 50% of vaccines get wasted because of this kind of boxes. So once they take out the first vaccines and then they open the fridge and then so the heat goes in and then damage the vaccines already in it.
I guess I'm just trying to understand the economics as well. I think where sort of Chris was with. So let's say that you're saving 1,300 vaccines per box. That goes out there, assuming a 50% breakage rate. What's the sorry, not that 130. How much are the vaccines themselves that you're saving? What's the actual cost that you're saving people who buy this box relative to going to it out with 2 boxes and just knowing that half of them are going to break when I get there?
The vaccine itself doesn't cost very much. The big cost comes from the transportation and then the human power. So from very beginning, this end, we manufacture the vaccines and get transported through the lorries and then airports and all this money that costs 3 billion every year, just on this, from this end to this end, and all this money get wasted, and plus there's the $600 million wasted of vaccines each year here.
So I guess, I mean, one just sort of piece of feedback on this, I think it's a fantastic idea. The amount of waste that's actually occurring is an interesting and big number. The ultimate question is, how do the unit economics stack up? So if I'm a person carrying a box of the $10 versus the $500 box that I have, how is that going to make me more efficient effectively? And I think once that question's answered, then to me there would be a lot more interest in it. But until then, it's a bit unclear.
So, so if one health worker carry one of the $10 fridge, and that fridge itself, it can only last you 14 hours. But most of the people, they live in the very rural areas, which most of the time the health workers would spend 7 days walking, just or get on a boat to these places. And so with these boxes, they can never reach these people, and that's why there's still 18.7 million people who are not being reached because of this kind of device. They're just not capable of going that distance.